If you're serious about winning wrestling matches, there's one move slash position that may be overlooked by a lot of wrestlers that is super important to winning high level matches and winning more consistently. Move we're going to talk today about is a stand up. Stand ups are super important to just get your 1 point. This 1 point is more important than any points, I think, in matches because it wins close matches, it consistently gets you off bottom, and it also lets you attack your takedowns with really no regret, even if we screw up and get taken down ourselves, because we can get up right away. Now, I'm not just talking about simply a stand-up because it's like a positional thing, right? It's more getting off bottom is the important thing that we're looking at. This can come from quad pods, stand-ups, sit-outs to stand-ups. Any way you can get to your feet and get your 1 point is going to help you win more matches. And if you can never get roden out and you can be super confident in that, it's very, very easy to attack on your feet, to pick bottom in big time moments. And in case you go to overtime, it's really, really helpful to have an escape that you can count on to get you 1 point. I think it's super overlooked, especially in youth and high school wrestling, because everyone wants to go to the reversal for some reason because it's worth more points. I think the 1 point is worth more than the 2 points, in my opinion. I want to talk about a couple major things. One, the mindset that you don't have to worry about getting rode on bottom. If you consistently get off on bottom, you know how relieving it is to know that you can get off bottom. If you go and attack on your feet, you make a mistake, guy down block go behind you, maybe on one of your attacks, and you get taken down, boom, you can get off bottom. It's 3-1. You can just get back after your takedowns, especially if you're really, really good on your feet. It's like we can make mistakes, but if we get 3 or 4 takedowns, it's fine if that guy gets 1 because we get off right away. We get off bottom right away. But if we give up 1 takedown, then we get rode, and now it's like we can't go get 3 or 4 more takedowns to win the match. So that's a lot bigger deal. Also, during second period, just to get your 1 point and know that, hey, I'm going to get 1 point somewhere in this match, it's not that big of a deal, is a huge factor as well. Now, how do we perfect this? How do we make sure that every single time we end up on bottom, we're going to get up? I think it comes down to a couple things. Knowing how you're going to get to your feet. And that may sound silly, but you'd be surprised how many wrestlers on bottom don't really know how they get their escape. They just are down there trying to figure it out as the match goes on. And a lot of times this can really bite us in the butt. So having a plan, knowing that you're going to hit an explosive stand-up or a quad pod, or you're going to go out to a sit-up and get your hips free and then come up from there is a massive, massive advantage that a lot of wrestlers don't have and you'd be surprised about. Second thing I want to focus on, and something I personally focused on a lot, I hated getting mat returned when I got to my feet. And you do all this work to get up, and then boom, this guy just slams you back down. Now you're on your belly. You got to build your base and get back up to your feet. It's a lot of work, and it really, really sucks. And I had bad shoulders, so my shoulders would get messed up if someone slammed me. So the other thing I focused on was having a seal as I got up to my feet, so this guy can't lock his hands from his feet. If he can't lock his hands, it's really, really hard to return me. Really, he's left to either dropping down to my legs or some sort of trip, or really like squeezing me tight without a lock and lifting, which is really, really hard because I didn't stand up. I kind of stayed bent over as I came up in what we call turtle shell at AWA. I don't know if anyone else calls it that. It's an awesome name though. Awesome position. You should definitely learn it. But I would get up to my feet. These guys wouldn't have hands locked. And now I could just kind of chill here because they got to return me. In college, it's within like 5 to 10 seconds. If you're not like really giving good goes at it, you're going to get hit for stalling. So I could kind of chill here because I know they can't lift me. I know that they're going to drop down to my legs. So I have to be ready to sprawl, maybe European sprawl, get back. But that gave me good knowledge of what they could do. And then I could just kind of chill, try to get this hand to the back pocket and slice out and get my 1 point. I really think if you guys have been ignoring this skill, you should start working it right now, today. Best time to start is right now because this is super important. It's important in college because you're not giving up riding time. It's important in high school because you're guaranteed 1 point then when you pick down in the second period or third period. And then also we can make mistakes on our feet and it's okay because we can get up and get out right away, and we have the knowledge to do so, and we also have the confidence to do so, and then we can get back in the attack on our feet. Because I know something that held me back early in my college career was I was getting rode out a lot, and I was almost scared to make mistakes on my feet because if I got put down and I got rode out, that was a large portion of the match that I was going to lose to my best position, which was neutral, and getting a guy tired, I'm going to get a lot more tired when this guy's riding me than he's going to get tired. And so therefore it was like I was scared to make mistakes on my feet, which led to having not as an effective offense on my feet. So definitely invest some time here. It would do you good.